Hey folks, welcome to another HeroPress tip of the week. This week we're going to talk about how to manage personal data. Quick review, there's a law in Europe called the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, that is very clear about the rights that individuals have over their personal data on your website. And you may think, well, I'm not in Europe, but I'll bet you a lot that Europeans do visit your website, which means you are subject to the law and you need to comply with it. Similarly, there's a law in California called the California Consumer Privacy Act that is very, very similar to the GDPR, and you need to comply with that one as well. And there are going to be more of these. So because of this, WordPress built in some tools to help you comply. There are two common things that these laws require. Someone may ask you to export their personal data so that they can see what you have, and then they can ask you to delete it. And before WordPress made these tools, you would have to manually do all that. But now it's much easier. So I'm going to show you how it works. So imagine for a moment you have a privacy page like this one. This is actually the default that comes with WordPress. I added one sentence right here under what rights you have over your data. And it says, if you wish a copy of your personal data or you wish us to delete your personal data, please email privacy@example.com. And you would make that a real email address going to you. So somebody emails you, Bob, says, hey, I would like a copy of all my data. So what you do is you go in WordPress, under Tools, there's Export Personal Data. And right in here, you would put Bob's email address and send request. Now, what this does is make it so that not just anybody can email you and say, hey, I would like a copy of so-and-so's data. This is actually sending the data to the person on file. So right now we have this, and we could personally download Bob's data. We could mark it as completed and just be done with this, whether Bob said it was completed or not. And over here it says waiting confirmation. So what happened is that Bob got an email that says, hey, someone asked for your data. And here's that email that Bob got. And it says, a request has been made to perform the following action on your account. To confirm this, click this link. So I'm going to copy this address and go to a clean browser, and we'll paste it right here. And it simply says, thanks for confirming. And then they can go to the website. However, now back over here, if we reload this page, you'll see that it's been confirmed. Bob has asked for it. So now we send the export link. And we're all going to use the same email box here. But here's the email that we got that said Bob confirmed. And then here's the email that Bob gets. And here's his data. So I'm going to click to download this. And we'll put it right here in this folder. And then let's see what's in there. Here's our zip file. And it opens up. And there's a JSON file that has all the data. But then there's an HTML file also. It looks like this. Now, this isn't on the internet, even though it looks like a web page. This is all right here. So you can click to About, and it says, this is what we know about Bob. Here's his user information, his session tokens, and you'll see that he's made one comment. Now, I just created Bob today, so there's not a lot of data here, but theoretically, a person could have hundreds of comments and blog posts and all kinds of stuff. So then Bob says, you know what? I don't want this on there. I want it all taken off. So let's delete our messages and start over here. He goes back and clicks privacy@email.com and says, please delete all my information. So we go back to WordPress. We're going to mark this as completed because we sent him the information. And you can choose to either keep this forever to show that it happened, or you can remove it. So now Bob wants to erase his personal data. And the process is very, very similar. You send request. Bob gets this email. He confirms the email. We get an email saying, hey, Bob confirmed. Then we come back over here. I'm going to reload real quick. And it says confirmed 11 seconds ago. So now we click erase personal data. And it's gone. We mark complete request. And now we can optionally remove request. Bob gets an email that says your information has been erased. And that's all there really is to it. To sum up, anyone can ask for their information to be, or to get a copy of their information, or get a copy to be deleted. And then you can use the export tool and the erase tool to fulfill either of those requests. Personally, I've never had to do this, but statistically, someday it's going to happen, and you should know how to fulfill the law to avoid lawsuits. I hope you find this useful.